Hi, my name's Michael and I work for a company in Warrnambool called WDEA Works. At WDEA, I run a program called Technoholics. Technoholics is a program for people with disabilities that love making short films. Recently, the Technoholics were asked to help tell a story. And this story is a massive story. So, sit back and enjoy. Bunnings Warrnambool. Bunnings Warrnambool recently got an email about a competition run by Feast and Watson called Re-Love. Re-Love is a competition that is all about restoring your furniture rather than throwing it to landfill. Nick, the complex manager, had a great idea that he might be able to potentially involve another company in town called WDEA Works. WDEA Works is another company in town that employs people with disabilities and has an amazing woodworking program. So, with this, the idea was set. WDEA Works and Bunnings would come together and restore a piece of furniture. But what's the purpose of this? Well, this is where the next part of the plan comes in. You see, Nick and WDEA Works both thought that it would be an amazing idea once this piece of furniture was completed, they could auction it off and donate the funds to a local charity. And what better charity in Warrnambool than the Gillen Boys Foundation? What is the Gillen Boys Foundation? Well, the Gillen Boys Foundation was started by brothers Christopher and Aaron, both whom suffered from muscular dystrophy. Their aim is to raise as much money and awareness and potentially find a cure for future generations. Unfortunately, Aaron passed away in 2017, aged only 24 years. But this hasn't stopped his brother Christopher from marching on with the campaign, and Christopher's devotion to this campaign is awe-inspiring. Before we continue on with this video, I would just like to say one thing. If you'd like to help the Gillen Boys Foundation, you can simply just purchase merchandise directly from chrisgillen@gmail.com or visit the Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Warrnambool Facebook page and message them there. Back to the video. So, the plan was set. We would all complete one piece of furniture and then auction it off, and we would do so using our good friend Fitz Media or Silverbill Studios. There was really not much to do now other than to find a piece of furniture and get started. Very shortly after, the perfect piece of furniture was located in the big air shed. It was a beautiful old antique dresser. It was immediately dragged to the workshop and work began. We take the time out during this video to interview key members during this restoration and get their perspective. We start our interviews off with the man who started all of this, Nick, the complex manager of Bunnings. Alright, action.
I'm Dylan and I'll be interviewing you today.
No worries.
What is your name and your role at Bunnings?
So my name's Nick and I'm the complex manager at Bunnings, and I've been out there for 15 years.
Yeah. Tell us about the competition you are entering.
So we're entering a project for the company Feast and Watson, which is about re-loving your timber and repurposing some products rather than throwing them out and becoming a part of landfill.
No worries. Do we have a good plan for the restoration?
I hope so, because it's a big restoration. It's definitely a big project, but we've got a plan that hopefully will come together.
No worries. What issues do you think we will have?
That's a great question. I think we're going to come up with a few time problems because it's a big project and only a small window to do it. And being an older piece, there might be a few patches and a few jobs we've got to do to try and fix that old piece of furniture up to get it to like it was back in the day.
Yep. How long do you reckon it will take?
Well, it needs to take 4 weeks. I reckon it might take a bit longer than that, but we might be calling on some more manpower to get it done in time.
Yep. Are you going to win, do you think?
How can we not win? It's a great piece, we've got a great team on board, and I'm looking forward to working along with the guys here at WDEA, and it should be a great project.
That's the end of our interview.
Thank you.
No worries.
Now, with work well and truly on the way, it was time to send out some of the boys and interview some of the workers on the ground.
Hey Donald, can you please tell me what your task is at the moment?
At the moment, I'm just washing it down, trying to get all the dirt and grime off it.
Yep.
And yeah, with a rag and soap and water.
Yep, so what is it? You
So this is a draw from the piece.
Yep. No worries. Here you go.
There you go.
What is your task at the moment?
Cleaning all the detail.
Yep.
Cleaning all the detail.
Yep.
Down through the front. Just trying to get all the dirt and years and years of junk that have gone in there. Trying to remove that so that when we do it, it'll absolutely pristine.
All right, no worries.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Shannara, I'm from Bunnings in Warrnambool.
How do you think the job's going?
It's going really well so far, it's come a long way. I'll be excited to see it at the end once we get the mirror on. Haven't seen it with the mirror on yet.
What does the Gillen Boys Foundation mean to you?
I haven't had a lot to do with the Gillen Boys Foundation apart from obviously the green shoelaces and a bit of fundraising and stuff like that, so it's good to be involved and hopefully raise some money and awareness for them.
Speaking of money, how much money do you think we'll raise for the Gillen Boys Foundation from the product?
I'm not sure. Hopefully over $1,000 would be nice to be able to raise that much money.
What is or was the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge was probably the cleaning at the start. Was the biggest job. It took the longest, but we had a few people here, so got it done pretty easily. It was good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We might leave the build for just a minute and have a look at the Feast and Watson competition itself, Re-Love, and what's the purpose of having this competition. Hi, this is a massive story, and if I'm going to tell it, I'm going to have to start from the beginning, way back at the beginning, the dumps. According to an article on furniture waste by Handcraft, on average, each Sydney household disposes of 24 kilograms of wooden furniture per year. This means, on average, Australia throws out 618,398,520 kilograms of furniture per year. That is a crazy amount. Enter Feast and Watson. Feast and Watson is a brand that's been around since 1922 and spent over 100 years creating the perfect timber finish. And, for the past few years, have been running a competition called Re-Love. Re-Loved is a competition that is designed to encourage people to restore their furniture rather than to throw it into landfill. This year, the competition is being run as a Bunnings in-store competition, meaning that the competition is only open to Bunnings stores. We interviewed Dave Cook from the paint department at Bunnings to get his perspective on the products that were used and exactly what it was.
What's your name?
Dave Cook.
What are the products were you using?
Feast Watson, we use the Feast Watson Proof Tint, which is a really good traditional stain, and the Feast Watson Satin Varnish on the top coats. Good product, the best ones. Thanks for the sponsorship.
Were there any issues with the product?
No, none at all. I've used it a lot and it's really good products.
Would you recommend these products?
I certainly do. I recommend them to everyone. They're a little bit more pricey, but you get what you pay for. If you spend a bit more, you get a really good product.
How do you think the job's going?
Perfect. Done well.
What's your name?
My name is Donald.
Cool. So you can explain both roles that you have in terms of this woodwork project.
So with the project, I'm both in the group that's recording all of this, so Technoholics, and I'm also in the woodwork actually doing the project.
What do you think about the fact that in the end they're going to donate all of the funds to the Gillen Foundation?
I think it's great that all the funds is going to go to the Gillen Boys Foundation.
How much also do you think they're going to make?
I think they're going to make about $5,000 from the project.
Yeah. What's been the best part of the project?
The best thing for the project would have to be, I don't know, probably just working with the Bunnings crew, all that.
Hello, what's your name?
Jared.
What are you currently doing at the moment?
We were just cleaning up the mirror over there, so we're just trying to get it nice and shiny.
How do you think the job is going?
Yeah, good, it's come up really well. So we got a lot of residue off there, so very good.
What do you think the biggest challenge is?
Probably getting all the nitty gritty little bits of it. So basically went over it, making it shiny again.
Okay, thanks.
This video is probably not a true representation of the time and effort spent on this project. In total, the teams completed this project over a period of 4 weeks. And in that time, we had countless Bunnings and WDEA staff working very, very hard. This video is finally drawing to an end. And yes, I did consider showing the part where we placed the mirror on within the time lapse. But I thought it'd be much better with a bit of a fancy montage. So here we go, roll the tape. So, there you have it folks. The dresser is complete. But there's still work to do. I'd like to take the moment to remind people that this restoration was really about the Gillen Foundation and raising as much money as we possibly can for this amazing cause. So I guess you're asking, how are we going to auction it? So way back at the start of the video, I mentioned Fitz Media. Fitz Media is prepared to auction the dresser on their Facebook page as well as the Gillen Boys Foundation page. So if you visit either one of these pages, once the auction starts, you'll be able to put your bids there. And please folks, Be kind. This is an amazing foundation, and the more money we can make, the better. I'd finally like to finish this video by just saying thank you to all the people that were involved or prepared to help. Bunnings Warrnambool, WDEA Works, the Gillen Foundation, and Fitz Media. I hope you enjoyed the video, folks, and have a great day.